10 reasons you should care about what's happening in Sri Lanka, formerly known as Ceylon. Number 10, Sri Lanka is the oldest democratic republic in Asia. Its constitution sets up a system of separation of powers among the executive, legislative, and judicial branches, similar to the United States Constitution. Number 9, situated at the southern tip of India, Sri Lanka is in a strategic location in the Indian Ocean. Number 8, Sri Lanka formed a democracy in 1948. It's had to devote its military resources to quashing insurgencies, including 2 attempts by Marxists. That's why it has a very tiny navy, although the nation has a robust coast guard. Number 7, Sri Lanka enjoys a very high per capita income, the second highest in South Asia. The nation has a strong plantation economy and is the largest exporter of cinnamon and of Ceylon tea in the world, and one of the main exporters of rubber and spices, and competes with India. If you like flavors and spices, you better care about Ceylon. Or Sri Lanka. Number 6, Sri Lanka is a founding member of the non-aligned movement and only reluctantly joined the United Nations. India, China, the United States, and Russia actively seek its favor due to its strategic location. Number 5, while Buddhism remains Sri Lankan's main religion, Portuguese missionaries brought Christianity to the island, and Christianity, especially Roman Catholicism, is the fastest growing religion on the island. Number 4, Sri Lanka has over 22 million people. It's the 57th largest nation in the world. Some of the greatest volleyball players in the world hail from there because volleyball is their national sport. Number 3, the Sigiriya, the Lion Rock, is one of the most beautiful fortresses ever constructed. It's a rock fortress, an ancient city that was completed in 495 AD and now serves as one of the most spectacular monasteries and tourist destinations in the world. Number 2, Sri Lanka has successfully protected its elephant population of more than 6,000. The island's efforts to protect the elephant stands as an exemplar of how to protect a threatened species. And number 1, the recent protests, which toppled the president and prime minister, are amazing examples of democracy in action, a fact that even the military recognized when they sided with the protesters. The protesters defied a curfew, and the army refused to enforce it. Gota, the shortened version of the president's name, ultimately fled the country. Ultimately, there was a peaceful transition, and the leaders behind the nation's terrible economic policies just left the strategically vital island at the southern tip of the Indian Ocean. It's a super example of democracy.